Viewer discretion is advised. All research presented in this video is done independently and is for entertainment purposes only.
You and a few others. What's the password I sent you? Hold on, I think I sent that password to say I just changed my password or some shit I don't even know. I want to say some 1, 2.
Yarmel Williams, also known as Melly or the Gravedigger, was a stepper from the south side of Chicago who was known for his connections to 051 and BD gangs. He grew up in the Calumet buildings, also known as the Randolph Towers, and went to Doseyville High School where he met Zico, who was a part of 051's crew. After Zico was murdered by THF Aki, Melly became more involved in gang activity and became part of 051's crew. He had family ties in TYMB, NLMB, and other high-ranking gang members. Melly was known for his cool demeanor and was respected by many in the gang community. In 2011, a war ignited between 600 and 051 after 051T was murdered, and Melly was involved in several revenge killings. He was allegedly living in 600 area and was mocked by his ops for his involvement in the death of Shaq 600. He was also allegedly involved in a war between 051 and 600 crews, which resulted in the death of Fathead, a beloved member of 051's crew. Melly was also allegedly mocked by C-Day 600 and others for Fathead's death. In the midst of all this, Lil Durk, a young and talented rapper from Lamron, was making a name for herself in the music industry. His success was drawing attention from all over the city, including the wrong kind of attention from 051 Melly and a ruthless member of 051. Melly saw Lil Durk as a threat to his own status and power within the game, and he was determined to take him down. To start, Melly targeted those closest to Lil Durk. He killed Lil Durk's cousin and fellow rapper Nooski, and Chino, Lil Durk's cousin and manager. These murders sent shockwaves through the city and left Lil Durk devastated and determined to seek revenge. How did you feel when you heard
about the news?
Fucked up. Like regular, it's like regular, fucked up. Emotional as hell.
How many of your friends do you think you lost to violence? You know?
Like 20.
20 friends?
I think like 20.
Not 20 people you knew, 20 actual friends.
Yeah, like 20, 30 people.
Lil Durk had lost a lot of people, and he didn't want to lose anymore. So, Lil Durk put a $150,000 bounty on Melly's head, hoping that someone would take out the ruthless gang member once and for all. This would send a slew of killers in Melly's direction, including a young stepper known as THF Raheem. Raheem attempted to collect the bounty by shooting Melly in his head and foot. Melly survived the attack, and Raheem paid the price for his failure with his own life when Melly and 051 Aro caught up with him less than 2 weeks later, shooting him multiple times in his back and killing him. Raheem's stepfather, the THF General Bezu, was also known as a killer and a legend in Chicago, and he was enraged when he learned that Melly was responsible for his stepson's murder. Bezu raised the stakes and was ready to put in the work, put Melly and his crew in danger. Melly would have to move smart and rely on his connections, which included his friendship with Mubu Crump, who also was the most hated. Mubu was known for dissing his dead ops, which gave him the nickname the Scorekeeper.
We at my favorite spot, y'all. I just ordered my food. Hey, y'all got that order for Nooski? Chino burger. Chino burger. Yeah. Y'all got it? Hey, ready? Oh, thank you. Oh, Bill. What's up? Y'all with that OTLK shit? Oh, man. Hey, this motherfucker bogus as hell, man. Y'all, this shit ain't done, man. Y'all done put this shit back to the grill, man. This shit disgusting, man. Get this shit together, man. For real, this shit bogus as hell, man. Straight up, man. That shit nasty as hell.
However, Melly's close association with Mubu Crump would definitely lead to his downfall. THF Bezu caught Melly and Mubu hanging out in the alley at a party and attacked them with a group of individuals, hitting Mubu multiple times in the torso and killing him. Melly was also hit several times but survived. Melly would later lose another friend, Motor from Gyro City, on the ongoing feud. After Melly got popped, he would then go live to troll THF Bezu and tally up the score about who's on the losing side.
I took it in, man. I see you trying to watch me. I took it in, gang. I ain't no shit.
I ain't no shit. I ain't no shit.
I see you, Chuck.
No, I ain't Chuck. I'm outside.
Oh, you ain't outside. You in the crib.
I'm in somebody's crib, but
I just been outside all day, bro.
Man, you don't even drink, man. You're a kid. Stop acting like you really drinking, man.
I'm trying to catch your ass drunk.
Not happening.
I'm trying to catch you drunk.
When I'm drunk, I'm be super fed, man.
Your ass be out here.
I was drunk. I was just drunk recently.
Your ass be out here loose.
Like a thought.
Hey, I'm ready to catch your ass drunk.
After the altercation between Melly and 078 Taekwon World, Melly took revenge by shooting up 078's home with his girlfriend and newborn baby inside. This heinous act will push 078 over the edge, and he was determined to seek revenge. Melly, who had been known as king of the streets, was feared by many of his rivals, but he made a fatal mistake by crossing a member of Taekwon World. Melly affiliation with the STL EBT crew and the 051 connection didn't matter anymore. In a world where respect is everything, Melly had gone way too far by targeting innocent family members. He had no honor in the eyes of his rivals, and he had made enemies not just within his immediate circle, but also within other gangs. Despite the respect that Melly had earned from his enemies for his ruthless actions, it was also his ultimate downfall. The streets are a dangerous place where loyalty and respect is everything, and Melly had lost both. The night of the party for the murdered STL member Can't Get Right, 051 Melly attended, but 007 also showed up. Melly, one of the top killers in BD's in Chicago gangland history, died senselessly due to street violence.
Man, they just killed y'all.
This tragedy was made even sadder by the fact that Melly's son had lost his mother in a freak accident just a month earlier. The cycle of violence continued as Melly's death caused a breakdown and friction between various gangs. Some believe Melly was set up and that this caused beef between gangs to worsen. It's a reminder that choosing a life of violence means you have to get lucky every day to make it back home unharmed. And unfortunately, Melly's luck ran out. He was only 27 years old when he died, and we lost another black king due to senseless violence. Rest in peace, 051 Melly.